make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Yeah, man. Once again, man, we back full effect. All four, the four horsemen's here. It's Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans. You got Stony Cook, Shondo, Hustle Stacks. We back on the set. All four of us live. We doing our thing all the time. Always live, never pre-recorded. You know how we do it, man. And we keep it pushing. I saw I changed the title on that a little bit early again. I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't hit fucking whatever. But let's get it cracking, man. We're gonna talk about, obviously, it is the NFL season finale, regular season finale before we move into the playoff realm. And yes, the Pats did win today, but with that came some disappointing news, man, that I'm not happy about. This is like, for me, it's like, this is a fucked up show that I'm going to be. That's why I'm going at it like that. This is, for me, it's a fucked up show. You know what I mean? When it comes to talking about representing our Patriots, I'm kind of conflicted right now. I'm going to be 100%. I had a nice ensemble to wear for you guys tonight. I was going to throw that shit on with the win. Even with after the friggin' win, I was like, I didn't even like the win. But I was going to throw it on. And we're going to have a good time on the show tonight. And I just got that. The whole thing just sidetracked me. You know what I mean? Hearing the news at the last minute. And I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? You know, my people's Gerard Mayo, coach of the Patriots. Yes, he didn't have a good season. And the Patriots pulled the plug on him prematurely, I think. I didn't like the decision. I think the decision was rooted in a lot of shit. Me and Stacks talked about it. Me and Crook talked about it. The decision was rooted in a lot of stupid shit, a lot of biases, you know what I mean? And literally, like, once again, you know, I'm going to just say it like this, and you guys going to take over for me real quick before I go into a rant. I'm going to say it like this. Bill Belichick was here, won everything that he could win, but within the past 4 to 5 years, he had losing seasons. He was going downhill as fast as you can go. He crashed the team. They gave through the reins over to his protege, and Kraft came with this sweet talk shit, this dumb bullshit. Now that I know it was fake, about he's this and he feels like this about him and he's this about him, and we're going to give him the opportunity to right the ship and put the team back to winning contentions, and gave him a shitty roster to deal with it. And look where we are today. You fired a man after one campaign, and knowing that it came out of his mouth saying that it's going to take more than just 1 year to crawl out of the problems. And you fire him without even giving him that opportunity. That's biasness to me, because if it's a white boy coach, he's getting the opportunity to anybody out there who's listening and feel anything different about it. If it was a white boy coach out there, I don't give a fuck who it was. The dude's getting the opportunity to run to 2 to 3 years before he gets an axe. You know what I mean? You let the crowd take over in the fucking stadium about firing your coach and calling them all kind of names and DEI hire and all kind of shit, and you didn't quell that shit. That's when I should have known something shady was going down, when I didn't notice that the ownership didn't come out and say, pump y'all brakes. That's our coach. He didn't do that, and I should have fucking took heed to that. And that's been going on weeks now when they started talking this Vrabel shit. So that's my rant. And he should have shut that down. And he didn't shut down the Vrabel rant, the Vrabel fucking ear whistle and shit. And he didn't shut down the crowd noise about firing Gerard. You know what I mean? And they only did that because, I swear to God, because the dude's a black dude. I swear to God. Anybody else could think any different. Y'all could call me whatever, whoever's watching. But that's what it's about. That's my rant starting off. The Patriots, they kind of put a bad taste in my mouth today. Seriously.
Yeah, I think it was this unfair move on Mayo in all aspects. First of all, he's a first-year coach with a first-year quarterback with a roster that was in shambles going into the season. They all spoke about it was a rebuild season. We was gonna start from scratch. We was gonna start building. We was gonna start brand new, and they fucked it up the year prior when they picked Mac Jones #1. What was that about?
2
what
years.
happened to that?
Exactly.
Under Coach Belichick, that was their high pick, Mac Jones, and that was supposed to be a so-called
franchise.
Rebuild franchise. What happened? That didn't work. That failed. They had a bad season. They missed the playoffs 2 seasons with Belichick.
Remember, Stoney, they kind of got away from that a little bit because remember they made the playoffs Mac rookie year, so that kind of put a little smell good on that shit.
It did. I understand that. No doubt. But after that, you know,
you're right. That's why Mac stayed longer than he should have.
In that year, that following year, when you know, when we had a bad season and Bill clearly lost the team. He clearly lost the team. And they kept him after that. He should have been gone. Bill should have been left. And they gave him the benefit of the doubt. And he had everything that he was asking for. You know, Brady gone. We got the quarterback. We did this. He made all the roster moves. And it failed. And they still gave him an extra, 2 or 3 years after that. And then they
read him up. That's right. They read him up. You're right. You're totally right.
My bad, fellas. Yeah. And they gave him more chances after that. So I just felt like it was just a little bit unfair. And let me tell you something. There's nothing that they can say. There's nothing that can justify firing Mayo after 1 season. There's nothing. Unless he did something off the field, I could understand that. Off the field, which he didn't. There's nothing that could justify him getting fired after 1 season, especially under the circumstances he came into the season with. Everything was just a season where it was going to be very challenging. It was going to be a season where we was going to find...
Shout out Luther Davis.
Find something new, a new culture. Everything was brand new. There's no way that they was going to get that in 1 season. No way. With a rookie quarterback, young players, first-year coach, there was no way they was going to get the results that they were looking for, you know? And what was the expectations? What happened? He didn't communicate well with the team. What was going on? It just doesn't make any sense. And it was just a bad move on the Patriots. Shame on them. And you know, I'm very disappointed in that decision.
Go ahead, Doe. You could take it's your turn, Doe. I know you haven't spilled your knowledge on this or what you feel about this right now.
What's up, fellas, man? Good to be back. Good to see you guys. You know,
same here, bro.
Man, I blame it on Kraft. The thing is, you gotta understand, Kraft worries about he worries about what people think of him and his brand, right? What people say. He came out, he never takes accountability, right? For what he does, if you really think of it, you know. And at the end of the day, whether Gerard was the right hire, whether it was the right hire or not the right hire, you can't give, like Stoney said, you can't give a guy 1 year with no ammo, and you can't give a guy and you set him up the field. And at the end of the day,
there you go.
Where they were sending, this is real shit. If you really read between the lines, if you look at the writers of the Patriots, they're sending stuff out to Adam Schefter, they're sending stuff out to
Yep.
Evan Lazar, they're sending stuff out to Greg Bedard, they're sending stuff out. So I feel like, I don't know if I'm bugging. I'm not sure.
There you go.
I feel like they were like, yo, take the hit for us 1 year, and we'll see if it works. If it don't work, I don't think they were ever going to give him 2 years. That's how it feels. It feels like they fired him 3 or 4 weeks ago. Once Variable said, it just feels like that's how. Do I know? I don't know. But my point is if you, I said this on the show a couple of weeks ago, until they start spending real money, And Elliot Wolf should have been right out the fucking door, right? If Mayo was gone, he should have been gone. But like
right.
once again, you can't be a person of color and be mediocre at your job.
True.
You're not gonna get. You call it radio. You can call me whatever you want to call me, bro. You can't be mediocre. It happens in every job, and I'm not blaming Mayo for that. I'm just telling you what it is. Elliot Wolf has been mediocre at his job. Elliot Wolf and Al Gross Kid, Al Gross Kid's been involved with these picks for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
He's still on this team. Now he might be gone. I'm hearing it's a fluid situation. He might be gone. But if he doesn't go and he stays,
they use
Gerard
as a scapegoat. Gerard became the scapegoat.
That's just dirty, man. Because you can't.
It's dirty.
You can't. And this is why I tell people all the time, bro. There's no allies in this business. It's either you could take the hits for me, which he did. And the thing with Gerard, my thing with Gerard wasn't the X's and O's. It's how he conveyed his message. And I'm telling you, the Crafts care, and Jonathan Kraft cares about that.
There you go. That's the main culprit, I think.
He cares about that.
That's the big. I'll let you finish, but I got.
Yeah, and that's it for me. That's it for me. Because like you said, guys, I don't want. Cause real quick, I don't want to make this into a whole, black and white situation. We know what
me
it is.
either, but it's still.
No, I feel you.
Don't make any.
You have the right for that. You got the right, Beats, because that's your fam. But what I'm saying for me is, at the end of the day, the way they've been doing things with the whole documentaries, Kraft not getting into the Hall of Fame, they care about certain shit that fans don't care about. And if the message ain't being sent out the right way, if the face of their franchise ain't saying the things they want them to say, or it ain't being received the way they want it to be received, it was only a matter of time before he got let go. And that's all I have about, to say about that.
You on the deck?
It was just a.
You on the deck? You on the deck?
It was a short sample. It was sort of a sample.
Picture, y'all ain't seeing the picture. It's not Kraft's team. Well, not Bob Kraft. It's not Bob Kraft's team. It's his son's team. Bob Kraft is just a figurehead because Kraft is so well loved throughout all the sports. People love Kraft. Motherfuckers like Bill Clinton. People love Bill Clinton, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And my expectation, if Hillary would have let that motherfucker speak to black people, he would have got the black vote. And she probably would have won. But she did. All right. So I'm just telling you.
Facts.
That's facts, dog. It's facts. Black people love Bill Clinton probably more than no fucking Obama. I ain't gonna lie.
Bill Clinton.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So Jonathan Kraft, it is his team. The writing should have been on the wall. I knew it then. He wasn't at the press conference when Gerard got hired.
Good.
Wasn't there.
They did. Question that. Yeah, that was definitely a topic. That was a great point.
He wasn't there. When you're not there for that big of a situation, you're not all the way in.
Even Mac Jones at that shit.
You're not all the way in. Okay.
That's real.
I'm telling you what happened. Him and his dad had a conversation, and Bob Kraft told Jonathan, I can't do him like that. I already told him he had the job. He had the job. I've been grooming him. I can't do him like that. So Jonathan threw a temper tantrum. He said, all right, fuck it. Dad, this is what we're gonna do. Can we agree on this? I'm gonna give your guy 1 year. Now, if he coaches up this dog shit, I'll keep him. Elliot Wolf is skating because he has no job title. Al Gross skating because he has no job title. That's why they're skating. They can walk out and say, I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't pick them picks. That's what y'all think, but I didn't. How can I pick the picks? I have no fucking job title. I mean, that's good. That's what he's gonna say. I guarantee you they'll say that. All right. Jonathan Kraft is cleaning fucking house. This is his team. I'm telling you right now. Just like I told you, though, about Saban. And then he walked away. Like I said, remember I said that. Saban is just there. He ain't coaching that team. He's just there. All right. This is the same thing with Bob Kraft. Bob Kraft, I see him over. What was he partying with Usher the other night? He don't give a fuck about owning no football team. You know what I'm saying? He out there with Jeff Bezos and Bill Kraft. They out there partying, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worried about his football team. His son knows that. And I hope that I'm telling you, his son wants him out of here. He wants him out of here. He wants his dad to leave with a little bit of grace and dignity because he's so loved. And then, you know, people will probably get rid of his son before they got rid of Bob. I wouldn't be surprised, like I told Beans earlier, if his son slid the goddamn feds that tape. I'm telling you that right now. Yo, we're going to get him out of here this way and blackmail him. I'm telling y'all, the writers on the wall, Jonathan Kraft is going to start clearing this shit out of here.
I believe that shit.
I believe that.
I believe it.
Me and Beans talked about it, Stony, and though we talked about it, we might not agree on it, but these motherfuckers are allowed to do what they want to do because it's their shit. You know what I mean? I run a business. Yeah. I do a lot of shit that my guys don't agree with. Yeah. I don't give a fuck because it's mine.
Right.
We don't like it.
That's real.
But you know, the problem was it was the perception. You know, they made it seem like
they set him up.
Yeah, they set him up. They definitely set him up because they had me fooled. They had me fooled. It sounded like they had me fooled. It sounded like they were gonna give this guy a chance to build something and then take it from there. I didn't think
he was gonna have the Tomlin career type thing, but I at least thought they was gonna give him that opportunity to prove that 3 year, that 2 to 3 year. I thought they was gonna throw him that 2 to 3 to prove it.
And if you got a quarterback and let him draft the quarterback and let's hit the free agency the second year and then we take it from there and see what happens. Because that's the right way to do it.
They had money to spend. They didn't want to spend it. All right, they didn't want to spend it because that wasn't their guy. They wasn't going to assist him in any way.
That's a good point.
They wasn't going to assist him in any way, shape, or form. Like Bean said, they never defended him. They never defended. Nobody ever came out and said, "Look, man, stop this bullshit."
That's another good point.
And to think that he turned down jobs. He turned down some jobs.
He turned down some jobs.
Carolina, right?
He turned down some jobs.
Carolina.
He had a few offers. He had a few.
Philly.
Before that would have been a good goddamn job. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a good job.
Chicago. You know what I mean?
Hopefully,
the thing is, they didn't help his coaching future by cutting him after 1 year. That's a bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's a bad. Yo, that's an
opportunity.
You'll get opportunities as a DC and get back on the horse.
Right.
But his coaching career as a head coach, he got to go back in there. He got to go back through the wave again. He got to.
Yeah, he got to go. Right.
You see what I'm saying? He can't just. It's not like tomorrow. It's not like today he's going to be at the Raiders. If that happened, I will be totally, and that'll be on probably because Tom Brady probably say, yeah, snatch him. But that'll be a totally surprise if you hear tomorrow now he's the coach of the Oakland Raiders. I mean,
they got to get rid of Antonio Pierce first, though.
If they like,
Pierce is gone. Pierce is gone.
I believe that.
I believe that. That's a typical Raider move right there, Stoney. They don't play over there.
And they gave him 2.
Yeah, they don't play.
Didn't they give him 2? Didn't they give him 2 years?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's a typical Raiders don't give a goddamn. They'll get you.
No, Raiders. That's what I expect from the Raiders. You know, even Chicago pulled a move like that. Those teams that really don't have tradition and have, you know, just that those great owners, you know, that care about. They care about their own because Mayo is their own. It's not like he came brand new from somewhere. He played 10 years. He was homegrown. 10 years of sweat, blood, and everything. And then he went he was coaching on the sideline. You know, you brought this guy up through the ranks, through the franchise, and then to just give him 1 year and just, you know, let him go after 1 year. It's just a bad look. It's just disrespectful. You know, I think
I'm with Doe. I know we could keep going with this, but I'm with Doe. I don't mind if it didn't work out here after a year, 2 yeyears. Give it 2.
I would have loved to see him do 2 years.
Give it 2, but to ask him after 1, you kind of now giving you hurt. You're hurting his career, bro.
That's a fact, bro.
You're hurting his career, man.
Not only that, they have. Listen, I'm telling you right now, next year is the biggest year in New England Patriot football history. They have to hit right on the coach. They have to hit right on in the draft, and they have to hit right on the free agency. They cannot fuck up in none of those spots.
Right.
None of them. Because now, if you hire a white dude and he does the same shit,
it's gonna be Rabel.
Listen, I hope not. For me,
no, I'm telling you, I know it is.
For me, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at my man from Detroit. And that may be why they didn't hire a GM yet, though. That may be why they didn't hire a GM yet.
Stoney, you talking about Aaron Glenn?
No,
not Glenn. Not Glenn. The offensive coordinator, Johnson.
Yeah. Remember, though, that's maybe why they didn't hire a GM yet, because remember, he was asking for those duties. So that's maybe, I don't know that to be true, but if it's me, I'm grabbing lightning in the bottle. I'm throwing a lot of dough at that coach. That's just me. That's just me.
And look, I respect the team for that move, because that dude Johnson out of Detroit, that OC, he's the truth, yo. This dude, he would do something with Drake May, bro. He would trust me. He will, right?
I agree with Stoney.
Maybe even Melton. That might.
I agree with Stoney. I know it's corny shit. I know it's internet shit. But Vrabel switched his AV to him and Brewski high five in the Patriots game. I know it's internet shit, Twitter shit, Instagram shit, but you don't change.
He needs a job. He's pushing for the job.
You know what I'm saying?
He needs a job. Yo, I'm telling you, he did some sucker shit. He literally, I won't blame it on him, but he coached this whole fan base to turn on Gerard, bro.
Nah, they were already turning on him, no fan. Yo, bro.
Fan base?
They were already turning. Listen, they were already, you know what it was, bro? I'm going to tell you what it was. Once you started hearing DEI hire the first day on the job, bro, Vrabel had nothing to do with that shit.
That's true.
You have a team, you can say what you want, people can shut the show off. Last year they were 4. Right? They won the same amount of games last year.
Yep.
We had a harder schedule this year. I know the defense was, I'm just saying, you're all what your record is. That's what I heard growing up being a Patriots fan. So what I'm saying is they already, 50% of these fans already wanted him out before the season even started. Whether because he's black or whatever, it doesn't matter what he is, whether he replaced Bill, they didn't like it. No matter what he did.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, Beans. When Vrabel came available, he wasn't going to come out. He pushed their hand and went to go with the Jets and interview. And then that got to ESPN and Fox.
I read that.
So
he put the pressure.
That you're right there, Beans. But that was within the last few weeks. The beginning of the year, Vrabel had nothing to do with the way this fan. I hate to say it. I kind of live on Twitter. But he had nothing to do with the way these fans were talking about blue checkmark motherfuckers too. Were talking about Gerard Mayo to the point where some of the writers had to defend Gerard for being a DEI hire or being a snitch or whatever they said he was doing behind the scenes when Bill was here. And once they said they handpicked him. And he was going behind Bill, and then Bill was talking shit about Gerard, not week 1, not week 2. You know, Bill started talking shit too about the team. Why would you call them soft? We were number 6 in defense. They're number 30 in defense. It was already written in stone that a lot of people didn't want him in, regardless of what you feel about the gentleman, meaning the fans.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to war. Someone told me when I first did music, right? I was doing music in New York on a fucking tape deck. I was like 18 years old, right? So some dude told me, bro, you can't go to war. This is when you go to the mixtape guys and you go to the records, go to Rusty's down with a tape. They said, you can't go to war. You can't go to a gunfight with a knife. My man told me, shout out to my man. I ain't gonna say his name on him, but my man told me that. They literally had Gerard Mayo going to a gunfight with a fucking, not even a knife, a butter knife, with that roster, with 10 different iterations of the offensive line. But I'm telling you, what really hurt him is he couldn't convey. He was too real. You could tell you know him personally, Beans. He's just too real. He's gonna tell you how he feels. He's not gonna sugarcoat it. He's gonna answer the questions. He ain't gonna answer it the way you like it.
Right.
And Jonathan couldn't take that, bro. And Stats, shout out for and Stoney. I didn't know. I forgot that he was on it fucking to the press.
No, man, it's not Jonathan's guy, man. He's not his guy. And this
wasn't his
is
guy.
That's a good point.
You guys brought a good point earlier.
Hmm?
Him not showing up to the
that was
press
huge.
conference.
I forgot that.
That was huge. That was huge. And they questioned it, but it kind of got swept under the rug.
You're right. Yeah.
It got swept under the rug
that they should have focused on.
Because Bob swept it under the rug. Kraft swept it under the rug and said he had him doing something else. He covered for his
exactly.
Son.
It was
like any dad would.
Yeah.
In the corporate
You
world.
can't blame him for that.
Nothing he could be doing.
Bob covered for him. He covered for him. Any dad will. Any dad gonna cover for his son.
You know what? I was upset today. Like after I heard that news, I was like really pissed off. I'm still pissed off, but you kind of really like hit the nail on the head with that shit with Jonathan Kraft, bro. I'm seriously like, if people are watching, man, you know, we're talking facts. This is Parlay with us, man. Thanks for coming through, people. Thanks for coming through on this live, man. Hit the thumbs up, the live, the like button, the follow button, whichever one you got to do. We appreciate it. But yeah, you know, we spit straight facts, real talk over here. And yo, Stacks, you're right, man. This was a Jonathan Kraft move.
All the way. He was in his dad's head all year long.
And he's not a football guy. He's the business guy.
He's the business guy.
He's the business
man. Bullshit.
And that's why he's going to hire a GM to run his football side. That's why he's going to do that. He doesn't want Jonathan Kraft wants no remnants of Bill Belichick, and he wants no remnants of his dad. That's real. He don't want nothing in it. He wants to make his own shit. I'm telling you, dog. I promise you. He wants to make his own shit, and he don't want his dad to help him. I'm telling you that right now. All he wants is to bring his dad in the door. Hey, I'm here. In the owner's meeting. All right, Dad, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Air Forces. Take a picture with them ugly Air Forces.
Just let them roll. Just roll them out when game days in the booth, in the owner's booth, and he just sits there and wave, and that's it. Jonathan is the one to move. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You make a good point. You make a good point because you know what it is too, man. Jonathan Kraft, like every other, Bill could do this. Regardless of what Bill did the last few years, Bill could do whatever he wants. He could bring in his son, name him nothing. He could bring in two OCs, Joe Judge and Matt Patricia, and they run a dog shit offense. Offense which is worse than the offense this year.
Exactly.
Horrible.
Keep it real, right? Horrible. They can do that.
What would save Bill was that they was good on the other side.
No, you're right. No, but I'm getting to your point though, Stacks. But what you can't do, right? You can't have it now when everybody's gone and you can't put the Patriot way to 20 years and 6 rings. So now Jonathan gonna come in here like a real NFL owner, whether it works or not. I'm not saying it's gonna work. What I'm telling you is GM, you hire the GM. The GM hires a coach. If Vrabel brings the guy John Robinson from Tennessee, he's still a free agent, right? Boom. Then you hire a defensive coordinator. And you hire an offensive, you have labels and all this extra shit because he cares what is being said about said team. And I think, and I didn't realize that so you bringing that up was a good thing from you because I'm like, wait a minute, he wasn't there. And then Beans, you bring up a good point. When they were saying all this shit about Gerard, no one quelled that.
Nobody from the front office.
Stoney said it himself about Vrabel hiring going to the Jets. That was whether he comes here or not. That was all
set up.
Set up.
That was all set up.
Because now you got Diana Rossini. I don't know if you guys follow these people. Diana Rossini. You got the dude Fowler. They're all putting Patriots nuggets out there. He might go. This morning on TV. Adam Schefter said leaning out. He does a segment.
I knew he was gone then.
Right when he said that, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
When Schefter say something, usually it's true.
Yeah, but you gotta remember Schefter and Kraft, they're tight. They're tight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there is
I mean,
that's nasty work. The kids call it nasty work. That's what that is.
It is what it is, but I think this could have been handled differently if it was possible. But it happened, you know, and here we are now. It's just a bad look. It's ugly. It's trifling. It's deceit.
There you go.
No, it's trifling.
Like anything you could think of. I mean, it just doesn't look good.
They set him up the whole way. They just
the whole way.
Just think about all the shit they've been involved in.
You know,
Kraft fucking hookers.
We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep. You know, our podcast ain't going nowhere because the Patriots. You know, because Gerard's not the coach anymore and all that other stuff. We was on this when Bill was here, and you know what I mean. So we gonna be here. We here. It's the fact that we don't like the actual way that the team.
Man, this is breaking news. This show gotta be about fuck all the other shit.
Why are we surprised when they shitting on Tom Brady? So why are we surprised?
Right. True.
Why are we surprised that? Okay, we can make it a black and white thing, which is cool. It probably is. Maybe it is. But they ran Tom Brady.
Don't get me wrong. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm not saying it's a total. That's the total premise of this whole thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a sprinkle of that there because there's a sprinkle of that there because the white coaches they get their just dues to try to prove themselves sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. You ain't saying anything wrong, Beans.
No, they ain't saying nothing wrong, Beans.
My thing is, Elliot Wolf that whole front office should be gone too. I don't care about if they're gonna bring in someone new or. You need to get rid of everybody.
Fire everybody.
The new guy might bring in. He might very well bring in.
Jonathan Kraft is going to do that. I promise you.
No, that's cool. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying for me personally, this is just me as a fan. You wanna quote unquote do the right thing for your brand, and you're the owner. Fine, you can do whatever you want to do. You ruin one guy's chance to get another job. But you leave the guy that made the picks that didn't pick shit and then wants to come out today and put a statement out and throw the coaching staff under the bus. You drafted Jalen Pope. Gerard Mayo didn't draft Jalen Pope. You did.
Once again, in the corporate world, he can do that because he doesn't have a job title. All he can do, if they try to blame it on him, he can back away. And nobody can put a point at him but people that work for the Patriots. He does. I'm not the GM. How could I make that pick? That's what he'll say. Wow. I guarantee you that's what he's saying.
But nobody want to take accountability.
Nobody want to take accountability.
But they want to handle the situation in a way that they know is wrong, but they're like, you know what, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah,
and it's not right because like everything is a process.
Nothing surprises me when you run Tom Brady out the door.
That's
what happened to Tom.
That was a huge mistake.
He got ran out
that on Kraft.
And then not only that, Stoney.
On Bob Kraft, I blame that.
Yes. Not only that.
On Bob Kraft, because that was to me. That was the last time he could have made a move. He could have made a stand. To me, that one he should have made a stand.
Tom went to him and begged him to stay.
Yeah.
He wanted to stay. He took his wife with him and said he wanted to stay. I want to be a Patriot. I want to be a Patriot.
He wanted to end his career here. Yep.
Bro, I'll tell you what I would have done, and the shit would have kept riding. I'd have got rid of Bill, and I would have Brum McDaniel up. That's what it was, because he was the one calling the offense any fucking way. And I would have gave Gerard the DC title right there. And with McDaniel and Tom, the ship still would have been. I ain't gonna say we would have won a Super Bowl, but it would have been competitive. I tell you that.
I think we would. I think we could have won one more. I think that one that Tampa got that should have been ours.
Yep.
Because if we could have rebuilt those 2 years like how Tampa got. Yep. Yeah.
They had a nice boat over there. They had a nice play over there. But I felt like Tom had one more in him. He had one more because that's what it took for them to get over the hump over there in Tampa. They needed that guy.
They needed that guy. Exactly.
I feel like we had one more, and I think we would have been just fine. I would have gotten rid of Bill right after that Philadelphia debacle.
Yes,
he would have been gone.
Yep.
And I think
You're
that
right. Yep, you're right, Stone.
gone.
You're right. Yeah,
That would have
you're
been
right.
that would have been worth firing. That would have been a reasonable firing.
A fireable offense.
Yep.
Fireable offense. Thank you.
Why do they forget? And I'll end it on this one with the Bill thing. Why do we forget what we were last year, though, as far as the fans are concerned? Like, why do they?
That's what
like,
I'm saying. See,
I just don't get that. It's weird, though. It's just weird. I know what he won. I know what he did.
There you go. This is what I'm saying. I don't know what was going on with
the, I mean,
what was going on with the fan base. That the fan base.
But you talking about today?
They were fucking awful on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no, they wanted
awful on both sides.
They wanted the Patriots to lose today for this fucking #1 pick shit. Like
they wanted that was another thing.
That was another thing they was talking about. Like it was a big uproar.
So okay, that's my thing. Gerard would have lost today. Y'all would have felt satisfied with that and kept him. No, you would have
does that have anything to do with them letting them go?
They would have fired Gerard, but the fans would have been fucking happy. I'm telling you that right now because of that.
Yeah,
that
they would have been clapping in the stands, but they would have still wanted Gerard to get fired.
Yeah, listen.
Do you guys think that has anything to do with him getting fired? Maybe he didn't want to lose, and they wanted him to lose.
Yeah, I think today,
something's weird, man.
I think today. I think he would have if he lost, he would have still got let go. But tomorrow, when he won that game today, they fired him literally right after the game.
True.
That's crazy, right?
Right after the game. It's supposed to be Black Monday, not Black Sunday. I'm not trying to be funny. It's not supposed to be Black Sunday. No coach. You do this. I can't even say that. Let me not lie. Most coaches get fired on Monday.
On Monday.
They give him the respect of having a meeting, whether they're going to fire him or not. They fired this man literally an hour after the game.
Well, they fired him because he won that game.
Because he won the fucking game. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. But y'all wanted him to like show that he could win games. Yes, it was a mop-up, but he won. He got the team to go out there and play and hustle. But y'all didn't want that. Y'all wanted him. I understand the dynamic. Please don't get me wrong. I wanted them to lose that game today because I wanted the #1 pick to do what we're supposed to do. But I didn't want them to. I wanted them to lose the game and continue on with the process, not to lose the game. And then, like you said, tomorrow, though, he would have got fired on Monday morning. He would have lost the game. They would have cheered about getting the #1 pick, and he would have got fired tomorrow. So win or lose, Gerard was getting fired.
Yeah, they were saying from sources, reliable ones, this was going 3 weeks ago. They made the decision. That's what they're saying. Now it's coming out. You know, Stoney, you know how this works.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
it all comes out now. All the shit, all the dirt. Yeah. You know, when you cheat on your, all the divorce, all of a sudden, oh, he was embezzling money. She was doing this and that. Now all of a sudden, 3 weeks ago, they made the decision. I don't know. Was that the Phoenix game, Arizona? What game was that? I forget.
Arizona.
I'm telling you, the writing was on the wall after the Charges. That was
after the Charges.
Yeah. No,
that's what they made the decision.
They looked like they looked.
No, you're right. But they were saying the rumblings, the Phoenix, the Kyler Murray, whoever, the Arizona Cardinals. That's when and that was 3 weeks. This is when I say Vrabel started. That if you remember, that started picking up at him interviewing. He got out of his contract with was it the Browns he was working for as a consultant?
It was the Browns.
That ended, and all of a sudden, this shit starts going on about Jets interviews, and this is when you were talking about Beans. At that time, you could have made a statement, but no one, if you remember, no one made no statements about anything.
No one.
Not just the fans, just about this is our coach. He's our coach for next year.
Yep.
You know, once Yo, Albert
I
Brand,
had the
everybody kept
confidence in
saying,
Gerard.
they felt some type of way. Phil Perry,
You know how
they
shout out the confidence. You know how they say I got confidence, no confidence.
Yeah, because you can't, and that's the thing that really gets me. Stacks, you said it yourself. I can't be mad how you run your shit. Like I own my house. My oil heater goes. I can call this person. I can call who the fuck I want. It's my crib. Oh, I got the guy I can get. No, I call who I want. I get it. Your money, your house, your this. You make those decisions. But if you know someone for 17 years, you can't play a guy like that, man. At least give that gentleman the decency to speak to him. And on that Monday comes, you go your way. Don't be petty because he won a game. He's a fucking coach. He got to get another job. He's looking at it like, look, I know I'm not going to be back. I'm trying to win this football game.
That's what I think. I think he knew.
He knew.
I think he knew. Look at this. Look what Behind the Grill said. What up, Behind the Grill, man? Thanks for coming through again, man. We keep it pushing all the time here on Parlay with us. Look at what he said. He said, what up, fam? Mayo was fired prior to this game. You're totally right. Season ticket holders sent thousands of letters to Jonathan Kraft stating that they were not renewing their season tickets. Check the numbers. It was about the money. So he's right. He's right.
I mean, I don't think that's it. I don't.
I bet it has something to do with it.
That has something to do with it.
It could have something to do with it. But
Stoney, Stoney, you've been to some of these games. You know who's rolling upstairs. You know who's upstairs there. You see who be up there. These people are the season ticket holders that's holding down not just the Putnam seating, but they holding down the frigging the club seats and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So you already know what that's big money right out of here, out of Massachusetts. And if some of these people are not corporations who's holding down these clubs, the club seating area, not the club seat, but you know what I'm talking about, the suite. If it ain't a corporation and some individual, rich whoever individual, they the ones who's running their mouth. And like you said, he's totally right. That is part of it too, bro.
I'm a little disappointed with Kraft. I just thought he was a better guy than that. I really did. I defended him.
I did too.
Me too.
I did too, man.
Hey, Stoney, I was ready to put him up there with the Roonies. I really was.
Me too. I was ready to put him. Because I
was gonna put him up there.
I feel like
he was close to being on that Rooney. Like I was gonna give him that.
Hall of Fame. No one fuck with this dude. Look, how he in the Hall of Fame? He got 6
should be in there. He should be.
But people don't like him. People think he's a snake. People think he's a snake, fam.
He should be
keeping it real.
Past the shit that he got the rub and tug. When that whole NFL lockout shit was going down, Kraft is the one that got everybody back in the building. Everybody knows that. Kraft is the one that got all the owners to sign the paperwork to come back to play football. If not, we might not even have a Tom Brady. All right. Kraft is the one that when everything goes left in football, he was one of the ones that co-signed that shit and got everybody level-headed. Kraft is the one that told Jerry Jones in the meeting to shut the fuck up. Like no other owner stands up to Jerry Jones but Kraft. That's a fact. You can look that up. That's a fact.
No, I heard that, but
that stands up to any more.
I heard that.
He did some great things. Even he said his plans to help out in a lot of these.
A lot of the hurricanes, a lot of the situations. The disasters and all that.
That whole black prison reform shit with Meek Millie did.
That as well.
That was Kraft. He might not be getting the Hall of Fame because of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. You helping for prison reform and all that shit, and you want to get into no, only certain. And you're right. Why is Kraft not in the Hall of Fame? What, because of the rub and tug? Nah, I don't think it.
Nah, they were saying that too when he put out that documentary. He made a lot of people love Belichick, fam. You know. It made better. I didn't even watch it, but they were saying that documentary didn't make him look too good. And a lot of people didn't like that. They quote unquote cheated.
quote
A lot of
unquote.
voters don't like
what
that.
the Flakegate, but that was on Bill.
Bro,
Not the Flakegate, not the
Listen,
Flakegate.
It's cool.
The biggest one. What was the biggest one?
Yo, it doesn't matter who's doing what. If you own the team, it doesn't
You own
matter
the club.
who's Bill.
Yeah.
By association.
I co-signed Bill Kraft had nothing to do with none of that.
No,
shit.
that's cool. I'm just telling you. There's a few stories out there.
Bill, people stopped liking Bill when he ran Tom out of here. That motherfucker's approval rating went way down when he ran Tom out the building.
True.
Tell you that
but I guarantee you,
when he didn't play Malcolm Butler and lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he cost us that Super Bowl.
But the ultimate stone when he threw is when he ran Tom out of here, bro. I'm telling you,
definitely.
The whole Massachusetts. Yeah, I don't think nobody was really fucking with him.
And then Tom goes and win one the following year. That made it even worse.
Yep. And he played like, and I tell you what, if he would have won games after Tom left, it'd have been all smooth. It would have been all smooth.
Exactly.
He didn't win shit.
He ran the GOAT.
He didn't win shit.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Jerry Krause is dead, dog. Dead. They brought his family to honor that Bulls team, and the fans booed his wife for running Mike out of town. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just telling you, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
he
man.
On the court, and the fans booed his entire family to the point the woman was crying with her grandkids on the court. You can't run a GOAT out of the building and everybody know it's you. It's you,
right?
And get away with it.
No,
Bill, I can't fuck with Bill like that. I just can't.
I don't know. Bill came back to Tom. This shit got a standing ovation, man. So I don't know. He gets away with a lot.
Yeah, no, he does.
That you pipe in the crowd noise. That was piped in ovation, just not to hurt that motherfucker feelings. Probably, I don't. That motherfucker is.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. We're gonna move on from the Gerard Mayo Patriots coach firing. Obviously, I'm not happy about it because that's my people's. I know Gerard and he's a solid dude. I thought he should have had more than just a one and done opportunity. I know the NFL is dog eat dog. Don't think I don't know. We've been watching this shit for all our lives. You know what I mean? So we know about the NFL. We know the things that they do. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Real quick. Stoney, put your pick in real quick because the game's about to start.
Hold on, we got the Stony pick. Oh yeah, I'm glad you thought about that. So guys, we about to do Stony's Sports. Yeah. Stony's Sportsbook. Go ahead, Stony. Kick it real quick before this game starts.
You guys got 2 minutes before the window closed. Take the Lions -2.5. Everybody's hopping on Minnesota and the whole they on fire revenge game, but I'm not listening to all that hype. I'm taking Detroit -2.5. If it's 3, buy half a point down. You must buy half a point down because this game will come down to a field goal. -2.5, Detroit.
Nice. What you got, though?
I got Justin Jefferson 80 receiving yards. I'm on St. Brown 70, and both quarterbacks will go over 250.
Nice. I like that. That's nice. I like those bets, man. I like the parlays, and I like the Stony's best bets. Here we go, guys. Thanks for joining us.
I knew the game was about to start.
Stony's, that was Stony's Crooks best bets. Shout out to Stony Crook and Sean Doe for that, man. Thanks for bringing that those bets.
I'm glad to cut you, but I knew the game was about to.
No. I forgot the timing. We've been rambling. I'm glad you said something because I forgot the timing.
That's why it's the 4-man panel, man. We always got each other back, man.
Today's one of them days. Today's one of them days. I'm not on my game as far as what I'm supposed down the slate and what we were supposed to be going through. I was just more upset about this, news. It was so funny. I was on my way back from grabbing dinner with my daughter. We riding in the truck, and she went to the game. She knows Gerard. She remembers. She's just like since a little kid. So she's riding back in the truck, and we're listening to 98.5, and then one of the commentators was like, "Yeah, something about So before it even came out, he's saying, we should move on from that." by tomorrow we'll hear that Gerard's not the coach. And he was just talking. And she said, Daddy, why they saying that? And I was, you know what I was like? Yo, I said to her, just like this driving, I said, some of these people on the radio, they think they know everything and they don't be knowing shit. And yo, by the time I got off the highway, Riz called me.
Yeah.
By the time that was 5 minutes. I'm like, what? And he was like, yo, you ain't hear the news? I'm like, what? He was like, nah, it just came down. I'm like, nah, that can't be true. He's like, yep. So that's what my day, it kind of ruined my day.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I'm driving, so all the bleacher and all that stuff that comes through. I wasn't looking at my phone because I'm driving. I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. And I really didn't expect it. It was really a surprise to me. I thought that was not saying far-fetched, but I really didn't expect that. So with that being said, I apologize, people. We did rant a lot about the Patriots today. Let's do
a quick rundown of the games that count real quick. That's all.
Yes, let's go. Go ahead. So the games that count real quick. Y'all got a slate in front of y'all?
Tampa Bay ended up.
Go ahead, Joe. Thank you.
They came back and beat the Saints.
Yeah, that was closer than it should have been.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on?
I thought Atlanta was going to ease in.
Nah. Yo, so what happened? I was watching that Atlanta game real quick. Let me
beat Carolina for a while.
Yo, whoa. So Buccaneers took care of business by solidifying the NFC South, right?
Yeah.
By winning this game. And if they would have lost, the Falcons would have made it in, right?
If they won,
well, the Falcons lost, though. I think
Falcons won,
they would have won anyway.
If they would have ended with the same record, Atlanta would have got in.
Atlanta would have got in. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So I watched a little bit of that game. Yo, real quick. I don't know. Yo, the kid, what's the kid out of Carolina?
Bryce Young.
Dude saved his career this year. I don't know how he woke up or what woke him up. I'm not saying they're balling like that. But they scored 44 points. However they scored it, right? I'm not even looking at his numbers. But number two, real quick, before we move on from this game, yo, Michael Penix is good, guys. Penix is good.
Next year. He's their starter.
He's good. He's the truth. That's why they made that move.
Real quick. Not no conspiracy shit. Carolina doing better and getting better during the season hurt Mayo and them. I'm telling you.
You're probably right.
Like dog shit and improving during the season. I'm not saying who got more talent better. I'm just telling y'all.
Probably right.
They had a lot of number one picks, the Panthers. They had a lot of number one pick quarterback.
They roster was similar, Stoney. I'll be honest with you.
And they had a number one pick offensive lineman. They had some high picks the last couple of years.
Yeah, but they traded away a lot of their guys too. They traded away a lot of their guys last year.
I don't want to make a whole conspiracy. I'm just telling you.
I might co-sign that with Doe because
I might too. I might.
Listen. Am I right? At the beginning of the year, there was talks about
they were worse. They were bad.
They were bad.
They were worse than us. They were worse than us.
Yeah,
they were bad.
True.
And towards the end of the year, they got better. They made a run. They did.
They did. They right their ship on certain aspects of their roster. They righted the ship. Yes, they did. You're right. And that could have That could have showed the Patriots front office. The front office and ownership, like, yo, look how the Panthers started. Look at this shit. And, boom, boom, boom. How come we didn't move in? Is this coaching? Right. Is this coaching? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, good observation on that one. Guys, what's another meaningful game that you guys think popped out this weekend right now?
But Denver getting in the playoffs, I can't believe. I thought they got in the playoffs.
They laid down. KC wasn't. They didn't want.
KC didn't want to play.
They didn't want Bengals in there.
They didn't want to play.
Nobody played.
No, that was your boy.
Carson Wentz.
Now the MVP paid Buffalo didn't want to play the Bengals. That's who would have played the Bengals.
Whoever it was, I don't know. No
That's
one.
who would have played the Bengals. It would have been Buffalo, though.
That's why they laid down. You're right,
be careful of a large shipment of buffalo wings going to motherfucking.
Stacks. No, Sony and Doe. Stacks is totally right.
Yeah.
Chiefs laid that egg just to make sure that KC don't get in that game. Get in the playoffs. Cincinnati.
Make sure who don't get in the playoffs?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
Cincinnati. That's why, because if Denver would have lost to
Joe Burrow
KC,
Got it.
Joe Burrow
Denver wasn't gonna lose that game. They at home, chance to make play, you win and you end. They came in amped. They wasn't losing that game.
You would tell if KC would have started their starters, they would have had beat them.
they would beat them.
But they were set up nice because they can't start their starters. That would have been.
I'm just saying though, if they
You're right.
Yeah. No, they laid that egg because they know they don't want. They don't want
Joe Burrow playing right now. No,
yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right.
Chase is lights out right now.
Yeah, him and Chase. Yo, real quick, did the Rams really spoil something for themselves? They got beat by the Seahawks, right?
Nah, they locked in. They locked in their spot.
They locked
Yeah,
in.
they didn't play anybody. They didn't play. They didn't. They everybody. All they starters sat out.
That's crazy. Seahawks didn't make it in either, right? Because the Rams was
they
in.
got 10 wins though.
Nah.
Shout out to Geno Smith. He got $3 million for them getting 10 wins. Shout out.
Yeah, Seahawks is out.
Now, with that being said, though, you move on from him or you keep him?
You keep him.
You got to keep them.
You know,
1 more year, 2 more years.
1 more year.
They
Draft
can
quarterback,
look
Draft
into
a
that
quarterback and then keep. Yeah, I keep him 1 more year, 2 more years.
I'll keep Geno.
There was talks about them trading for J.J. McCarthy.
Commanders, Cowboys. So the Commanders, they in, right?
Yeah, they in. They didn't get.
Yeah. The Commanders is in.
Packers fucked around and
Let me tell you something, dog. Hey, Stoney, I take that back. Green Bay going backwards.
yeah, they
Green Bay's going backwards.
Yeah, they lost to the Bears.
Jordan Love playing like Jordan Hate out there.
No, he's playing like Brett Favre. He's playing like Brett Favre. Is what he's doing.
I mean, he looks like he got injured.
He got injured. Something happened to the hand.
Stoney, I take that back. They will not beat Philly.
The elbow.
They don't get nobody no more. That team is just going backwards.
Yeah.
Same with Pittsburgh.
So
Nasty work.
So I think we went down some games. The Ravens took care of business on the Browns. Bengals took care of the Steelers. Yo, I'm telling you, I told y'all Bengals was fighting, man, but they was fighting. They just needed somebody to lose, and that somebody was the Broncos.
Make it interesting.
They would have.
I did.
They would have. They would have made the playoffs and made it very interesting. Y'all, my team.
I got don't mean to cut you off, Beans, but some of the playoff matchups are out already too.
Go ahead, run it down if you want to. We got a little time. We got like a couple
of them now.
Yeah, let's run it.
So officially, Washington's at Tampa Bay. Stats mentioned it.
What's the spread?
Wild card weekend next week.
Spread's not out yet.
Is that wild card weekend though? Wild card weekend next week.
Wild card weekend. Chargers at Houston. Chargers at Houston. That's gonna be an interesting game.
That's gonna be interesting.
I think
That's gonna be interesting.
Y'all ready for this one? Are y'all ready
Houston.
for this one early? Are y'all ready for this matchup early? Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Oh, that's a
Baltimore gonna beat the shit out of
they
them.
better start Justin Fields.
Yo, T, they gonna beat the brakes off of
Maybe not. Because it's
Maybe
a divisional
not.
game.
I know it's
divisional
divisional.
matchups are always tight.
Pittsburgh look awful, man.
Pittsburgh look awful right now, though. They do cook. They look awful.
And then Denver at Buffalo.
Who?
Denver at Buffalo. Denver at Buffalo.
Let me find out Bogo in there, BB. Let me find out. Look at that,
That defense can stay
Buffalo need to be really careful, man.
If Bogo in there do some business, I might have to do a show apologizing to Sean Payton.
Listen,
I might have to do a Sean Payton apologize show.
You have to.
They better
beat Buffalo.
They beat Buffalo. You know what I told Stacks on the phone? I'm gonna tell you all what I told Stacks. I said, Stacks, what KC did today and Buffalo did, laying down, playing all weirdos and doing all weirdo shit. That might run over into the playoffs, man. God don't like ugly, fam.
Yeah, they had to sit Josh though.
I know, Stats. You know, I gotta make a point here. And that fucking streak. Oh, bully young cat. Yo, listen. And that streak is bullshit. You don't go out there and play for one fucking series and that's a streak. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. All that bullshit streak.
Yeah, you gotta get him.
Cal Ripken's rolling over in his grave right now. I know you ain't dead, Cal, but Lou Gehrig is rolling over his fucking grave. You go out there for one fucking series and that's called a streak, bro?
Oh, yeah, that's what, for the streak. Yeah, for the streak. Yeah.
Game started. That's why game
started.
Young
Cap, man. Boston Sports Podcast, man. What's up, family?
Not game played. He started every game.
My man said you owe the Ohio State University an apology, dog.
I do. Hold on.
Let me just say what up to Old Bull Young Calf. I know we ain't hooked up with you guys in a long time. Thanks for coming through.
Calf, man. I love y'all.
Yeah, man. Hope you guys I hope you've been doing well. You and your dad, man. Buffalo defense look like JV team. So yo, for real. No bull.
Bro, you think the Buffalo want to get the Patriots #1 pick? McDermott was out there, yo. He put Mike White in there. I'm like, these motherfuckers, man.
That's true.
Nah, but they're gonna be ready though, man.
That's true. Trubisky could have beat us. Trubisky could have beat us. When I seen he put that third string in there,
he could
have beat us. When I seen he put the third string, I said, yeah, he's trying to take that pick. He's like, yo, y'all don't need that pick. That's what he did. Remember, same division.
No, they don't want to give the Patriots first pick.
That's right. You're totally right about that.
Let's go, Bo Nix. I'm going to window with Denver. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I done lost so much money this weekend on college basketball.
So real quick, guys, on college football.
Shout out to Stoney. Let Stoney get this one.
Go ahead, Stoney.
Nah, man. Look, I like Ohio State. To beat who they playing?
Notre Dame.
Texas.
No, they're not. I like Ohio State to beat Texas.
I'm looking at it wrong.
I like Ohio State to beat Texas, and I like Notre Dame to beat Penn State. It's gonna be Ohio State versus Notre Dame, and we'll talk then. I'm not ready to give out my pick.
Quarterback pass for more than 70 yards.
That's the championship exacta. That's what they call that's the matchup in the finals. But as far as who's gonna win it all, I'll let you guys know when when we get closer to that championship game. But I like Ohio State beating.
Bo Young Cap, man. I'm glad you asking this question, man. You should have joined in a little bit earlier. On a scale of 1 to 10, bro, I'm a 1 on surprise
at all because Adam Schefter told you to get fired before the game.
I'm surprised. I just thought Kraft.
I thought Kraft was better
than
that.
Now you can call Gerard. Gerard can come on the show now. He can come on the show now. Hey, Gerard, you want to tell us your side of the story, brother.
You can tell us your side, for real. Come on the show and give us your side, for real. No dope, no bullshit. You hear about the Notre Dame quarterback tore his ACL or something?
Nah, that was the Indiana quarterback.
He ain't the quarterback?
No, that was the Indiana quarterback tore his ACL.
Oh, Indiana quarterback. Okay. Let me see what else you got. Wait, that was Indiana.
I would have heard something about that. I like Notre Dame. They're gonna take care of Penn State.
He corrected. He said, "Wait, that was Indiana
college football, old boy. You ain't gonna get me."
No, but so that plays this weekend coming up. These last two games, not last two games, but these two games.
Final four.
Final four. Okay.
Thursday and Friday.
I told y'all. Remember, I didn't know too much about Ohio State. But I told you guys, Ohio State, man, is one of them teams. Is a storied franchise. Is a type of.
They got pros on that team. Pros.
Yeah.
Number one draft pick. Pro.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised Ohio State would get this far.
He's a freshman, a true freshman, though. That dude's 18.
Yeah, true freshman. Yeah, the receiver. Yeah, true freshman. Yeah,
freshman. How he got out of the state of Florida, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know.
How he ended up at Ohio State? Oh yeah, they paid him.
Florida State, Miami, all them got money too. And I know the Gators got money.
The boosters.
The boosters.
Gators got it. Trust me. The Gators got it. The Gators got it. Out of all the Florida teams, I believe the Gators could pay. Even Miami could pay.
Yeah.
And he's from Miami. But how he got out of the state of Florida when this being the football.
You remember going to that school to be a wide receiver was like going to BC to be a lineman. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State receiving, man, they got some receivers coming out of that motherfucker.
That's true.
Yeah, they got good receivers. LSU
people. That's how like when people used to
how
go
he got out the South. I don't know.
when people used to go at Alabama for all their players. That's how Ohio State was like, just the same way.
Hardline, the receivers coach. They said his shit is ridiculous. The way he, they all come back and train together. Like Smith and Jigba, you got the Harrison, you got the Garrett Wilson. I mean, damn.
Yeah, they got
some receivers.
They got some catches over there.
And you got the kid, the African kid, Emeka Abu.
He's number 2. Yeah, he could be he is number 1 somewhere.
Yeah.
I know. I can see why he went. I feel you those stats why he didn't, but I can see why he wanted to go there. I can see it. Because you automatically.
But usually, though, you don't see. I'm going to tell you something. Usually, Florida kids.
No, I feel you. I feel
because
you.
of the cold. Usually, they stay home because of the cold.
No, I feel you. But this kid, man, I don't even know how you could be better than Marvin Harrison in college. I'm saying college. He looked better than Marvin Harrison to me. I'm keeping it 100.
That's Stony, homie.
I'm keeping it 100.
Oh yeah, Marvin Harrison,
Junior.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. Man.
I'm saying the way he looks playing there. I'm looking at him. He took that. He was going off on Oregon like he was playing against 5th graders, man. I'm over here like this dude, bro. I was like, he's 18.
18, true freshman.
And y'all thought everybody had Oregon was supposed to be that power.
I thought Ohio State.
I was worried. That's why I had a future on Oregon, and I made that play a couple of weeks ago. Remember I gave you guys that play? I had Oregon versus Georgia.
Stoney's credit, he did say Ohio State had a team to beat Oregon. He did say that. You said you don't know if they would beat Oregon.
Wasn't Ohio State favored in the future though, Stoney? Weren't they favored to win it on DraftKings?
No, they. So what happened when they lost to Michigan? Everybody turned their backs on them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That was a big loss.
Like +2 something. I thought when I looked at it, they were like +2.
At that time, when they was a plus money when they lost to Michigan.
Okay.
When they lost to Michigan, you could have hopped on them. But then when when they beat Clemson, everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, let me go back.
Something about that Clemson win opened everybody's eyes.
I seen them at the plus. I knew I did. So I must have been after the. Okay.
Nah, that was Tennessee. They beat Tennessee.
It was. Oh, I thought it was who beat Clemson then? Oh, it was Texas that beat Clemson.
No, why you confuse Texas? I mean, Clemson and Tennessee, same colors though.
Say that orange. That orange.
Thanks, Stack. Yeah. But I knew it was a big win. The way they beat Tennessee, that opened everybody's eyes. I knew it was one of those teams.
They beat the shit out of Tennessee.
Right. And Tennessee's a good team.
Beat the shit out of Oregon.
Right. I didn't touch that game because I already had
against Arizona State. They probably gonna beat the shit out of Texas too.
Yo, Arizona State could have won that game, man. 4th and 10.
Won that game.
You can't give up a 4th and 10. Man. How can you give that up, man? 4th and 10.
Yeah, but that was a penalty on Texas. My man, though. Texas, that was a penalty. They got to call that penalty, man. That was targeting all day long. He hit that dude right in the head, man. You got to call that. If they get that penalty, Arizona State win that game.
That's crazy. So to think that they could have won that game, and what do you think they're gonna do against Ohio State? So,
and Texas could have won that game too. Stony State, Texas had chances with them 2 field goals. They could have won the game too. And
they could have put it. Yeah, they could have put it away. And they cost a lot of people money with that missed kick, man. Let me tell you, man. I think that is a
hard job being a kicker, dog. People say that's easy, bro.
Nah, it ain't easy. That pressure?
Nah, that kicking game is that's some serious shit.
You can tell they be under pressure. You can tell the way everything, man. It's a whole their face. You can tell that they nervous. You know what I'm saying? They know everything's on that kick. You know, that
Yeah, they
kicks
got the
everything,
time
man.
zone.
And you gotta hit that shit right. If not, that shit's shanking.
You'll be the only person in the room, man. You missed that kick, man. Shit,
For real. That's
you'll be
pressure.
by
You're
yourself.
right. That's serious pressure. That is not an easy part of football.
Hell no.
Hell no. People think the kicker is the easiest. Nah, that shit's skilled, bro. They be going to get these soccer players to kick this shit, bro.
Yeah.
They go get soccer players to kick that fucking rock, bro. That shit is not everybody just could walk on and could kick a football through the fucking uprights. That shit's tough.
And to win a game, though, to win a championship game too, shit.
Yo, just being on the field, and looking at how I go to the high school games and shit. My nephew, and you watch these kids, attempt the field goals and shit. They gotta be pretty much close to get them shits in high school.
Yeah, you're right. Watching a high school football game with kickers is sometimes comical. That shit is, man. Like,
you know what I mean? So on a pro or college level, to be booting that shit from 40, 50, 50 up, your skill level is good. Trust me.
And what about when the team is driving to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal and you're on the sideline just hoping they score a touchdown, but they know they setting you up like, yo, we doing this just so you, yo, that's a lot of pressure, man. I know they heart be beating too.
A lot of pressure.
They heart be beating like, damn, man. Or they hoping they get real close so they could, kick a short.
I wasn't lucky this weekend to get involved with the college football playoff. I didn't see these games, guys, especially this weekend's games that you guys just talked about. But I am gonna watch this Final Four coming down. I think it's Friday, Saturday, right?
Thursday, Friday.
It's Thursday, Friday. Thanks.
Saturday is a doubleheader. They just showed the times for the playoff for
the wild card.
So I ain't on front. I don't have the teams right, but it's 4:30, 8:30 Saturday. Sundays 1:30, 4:30, 8:30. Then Monday night there's a Monday night game for wild card weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of games next weekend.
So there's a Monday night game for wild card weekend.
Yeah, so there's a game on Saturday, doubleheader Saturday, triple header Sunday, and then a single game on Monday. And I will be going to the bank and withdrawing some money.
Let me tell you.
Yo, Stony, I told Stacks, I ain't gonna front Stony. Stony, I did rule number 1 against us betting folks. I was chasing today, bro.
You don't want to do that.
I was chasing college. I was like, bro, chasing soccer, bro.
Hey,
I was chasing Stony. I'm gonna be real. When I win, I'm in a hole right now, man.
Hey, this is my advice. This is my advice to you, Sean Doe. When you're in that type of, when you feel like you're in that,
I gotta call you. It's like AA. I gotta call someone.
If you can't, just go outside in your t-shirt, man. Let that cold,
bro. You know what it was? I'm not gonna tell you how much I spent on my heater system. It doesn't really matter.
Hey, Stony gonna have to call somebody when Mahomes break his bank again.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Here we go. I got him going.
I'm going to deal with him cautiously. Right? So when I go into I'm going to go back on a Mahomes game. I'm going to look at every angle possible.
Please,
where
nobody.
I can kind of avoid him. So I'm gonna be looking at different angles and not
listen,
naive,
my peoples out there and parlay with us, people, our fans, and parlay with us, subscribers. Listen to me, please. Do not fall asleep on Magic Pat Mahomes again.
Last 2 games
again.
Do not fall
asleep on this dude in this playoff, dog.
But let them know he didn't play today, though, because some guys that don't know, they saw the score and they wondering. We got to put that disclaimer. He didn't play. He didn't play.
He just softened. He just healing up them extra little heels up, and I'm telling you, he's gonna bring it to you guys for these next couple games. And he gets
Listen, I'm one of them people. I didn't like it when I was younger. I hated when Duke was winning. I hated it. Even I can see why people hated the Patriots when I get it. But to be fair, I don't mind greatness. But if he gets in the Super Bowl, throw for 150 fucking yards, bro, I'm gonna be so fucking tight.
Hey, look, if the Chargers, the winner between the Chargers and Houston,
125 yards.
The winner between the Chargers and Houston plays Mahomes. If the Chargers beat Houston and play Kansas City,
we're
gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation.
Chargers ain't got a chance of an ice cube in hell, man.
Hey, it's a divisional game.
That's a divisional game, though.
No. Pat in the playoffs, Pat don't give a fuck if it's divisional, left, right, Iraq, Iran. He just don't. That team in the playoffs is different, dog. They are different. Y'all refuse to believe it. And I'm telling you, the dude in the like these last two games beat the dog shit out Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh could beat them. Beat the dog shit out of somebody week before that, and they put everybody on notice. Yeah, you motherfuckers thought it was sweet. Yeah, motherfuckers thought it was sweet. Y'all got to come through Arrowhead.
No, for real.
It's like Tom used to do, Stoney. Tom used to say, yeah. Y'all thought it was sweet.
Y'all thought it was sweet. We lost a couple of games. We look a little shaky.
Yep.
Y'all thought it was sweet. Yo, it's on that Patriot Moncho. I don't know. They just probably copied the fucking blueprint and saying we running with that same shit Tom did.
Yep. And not only that, you to beat them, Stoney, you're gonna have to, number one, beat them. And number two, you got to have a little bit of luck with you to beat them. A little bit of luck.
Well, look, what the opponent has going for them this year is that the Chiefs is not that offensive firepower that we're accustomed to seeing.
The last 2 weeks they were.
You think so? I mean, yeah, they had a little spark here, but they're not that explosive team. Like, there's not players that you got to really worry about.
Steelers are looking better, man.
You got to worry about that defense as well. That's the
defense.
That's the different element of Kansas. You got to worry about that defense, and they get turnovers.
That defense, they're different with Hollywood Brown. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They different.
Is Rice coming back this season?
No, they don't need Rice. I don't know what they're gonna do. They got Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and D Hop. That's and Travis.
I think Xavier Worthy is jumping right now. He's jumping.
He might be that one, man. Because they're gonna have to ride him.
He is jump. Yo, his prop bets.
It's gonna be crazy.
So easy money that they refuse to. They refuse. Now I guarantee you during the playoffs they're gonna rise him up. Stoney, easy money. It was easy money with him, but now the way he's playing, it's gonna be tough. But you know what though? You know what I'm gonna say to you? Stoney make a good point. I'm not gonna bet against him, but that would be interesting because that Chargers would be interesting if they play them.
Yeah, the Chargers they play them.
Let me ask you something though. Let me ask you.
Depending what the number is,
you think it'll be interesting just because of coaching? That's why.
Coaching, yeah. This is what I'm saying. It's coaching, and then you have the divisional games. That's why
different, man.
They are different, man.
For some reason, man.
Mahomes gonna see the Chargers. He gonna play. He gonna go up to the podium though, like Jimmy Butler did against the Celtics. Yo, this is light work. Right?
Benny
Jimmy Butler had me so tight though when he did that shit.
What else is?
I know this is rooting against Magic. I'm just telling y'all, but I just feel, and I could be wrong. I'm just saying they don't have the offense like they have, bro. They just don't. Let's keep it real.
Yo, it's gonna be interesting. We'll have to wait and see. Because if Houston plays them, I don't got too much confidence.
No, Houston's going backwards.
Ever since they lost their guy, Tank Dell.
Lost a guy, dude's crying.
They was going backwards before Tank. Tank ain't their guy.
Nah, man, that Tank Dell really set them back, man.
Ain't that Shannon?
Man, they was going backwards before that, Stoney. I had Tank Dell on my fantasy. He wasn't doing shit. Almost cut him.
You know? Why they kept Stacks? Why they kept showing that replay, man? Yo, that
wow.
That shit was some wild shit. And you know what kept it together? That he had that sock over it, that sleeve.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If he don't have that sleeve, yo, that shit would have been facing in different directions. Like it probably would have came off his leg, man. The way
is that shit?
Yo, that shit. I had that dislocate. you just look down at that shit and you just can't believe it. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, dislocated kneecap.
I can't be watching niggas legs get broke. I can't be
Nah, man, they kept showing it, man.
That's nasty
like,
work, man.
Fuck,
You can't
man.
be showing people shit like that.
Yo, they saying that was the they saying that was the decline of Houston. That situation, as far as like the teams,
they was going back.
They weren't playing well.
They weren't playing well. They weren't playing well. So I don't see them beating the Chargers. I really don't. The Chargers,
I'm looking at the Chargers in that game.
Shout out to the Chargers. They're being very well coached. They are. It's you can see it. You could just see it.
Coach, right? But
they had
the boat. He had a boat.
But he had the pieces. He had the pieces.
He had pieces over there.
He had pieces.
They drafted well. They
drafted well. And they drafted well.
They already had a veteran.
The offensive line. Who's that dude?
Joe Alt. They have the pieces already. Stoney. Shout out to this is Sean, right? Shout out to this is Shiz.
Shout out to Shiz. Shout out to Shiz. You should have been at the Notre Dame Rutgers USC game tonight. Shout out to Juju Watkins.
Oh yes, yeah. You keep talking about Juju. Yeah, he said the Patriots, the Chiefs get all the calls. Yo, that's how it was when the Patriots was getting the calls.
It sure was.
You know what I mean?
You be hating on why y'all get all the calls?
We was getting, you know what I mean? When we was getting all the calls, it was just like, you know what I mean? Shannon, we was getting all the calls. Nobody was saying that. Everybody's like, yeah, win, we winning. Yeah, that's true. That was nobody was fine saying like, yo, and now the Chiefs get the calls because it's a Jordan effect, bro. That's what it is. It's the Jordan effect. When you nice, you can't get touched like that. Like that's what it is with Pat. Like you can't blow the wind on Pat or they gonna whistle you, bro. Like it is what it is. That's what it is because he's that dude. There's nothing better than him right now. I'm telling you, as far as a quarterback, Lamar's the shit. I know people talk about Lamar, but Lamar gotta win, bro. He gotta win.
He gotta beat Pat.
He might have to get through the Bills.
Nah,
he might
have to. The way it's looking, I mean. No. Because if
Lamar would play Pat before Buffalo did.
Right, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's 2 and 3. They can't play each other really.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting. I like Washington going into Tampa and taking care of business.
Man, that's
you don't know about that one?
Bake on some shit right now.
Bake on some shit, but
let me tell you something.
Bake's on some shit. You ain't lying.
You ain't lying.
I think DC on the road. Mike Evans does not get talked about enough. Mike Evans is a top. Yeah, Mike Evans is a top 3 receiver. If you go by numbers, just pure numbers, he may be top 2 if you go by numbers. Mike Evans is tough, man. I'm telling you, that dude, nobody ever says anything about him, ever. You never
we had this conversation. You did tell you we had this conversation. You said Mike Evans don't get the call like everybody else do. It's true.
1,000 yards every year. Every year since he's been in the NFL. That's crazy.
No, he's a solid wide receiver, like very solid. You're right. He don't get that, man. He should get that accolade. It's gonna be interesting, man. Who else is playing in the NFC?
We gotta wait till Minnesota because the loser between Minnesota and Detroit is going on the road against the Rams, and then the winner gets the bye on the NFC side, which would be the next.
That's right.
team.
I think either one of them teams can go beat the Rams. I think either one of them.
That's crazy though. How that is.
I don't know.
14-3, and then you got to.
So you think Detroit? You think Detroit can't go to LA and take care of business against the Rams?
No. I think Minnesota can't go on the road and beat the Rams. Minnesota. Detroit could go anywhere. I think Minnesota.
Minnesota's losing right now.
They road performances is nothing like their home performances. They really shaky on the road. A lot of those road wins were field goals and just last minute miracles. So and the Rams, man, they playing some good ball, man. They hitting on all
I
cylinders.
watched the last couple of Rams. Yeah,
so that'd be
I'm
tough for them.
I'm gonna ride my man Jay Jettis. I think Jettis can go in there and torch their ass. I think your boy Sam Donald wants some other shit right now. That dude,
he's balling. He's about to get paid. Who would have thought, right? A number one has been, man. He's about to get a bag.
The number one has been.
Yeah, he was left for dead.
Yeah, he was.
He was in Carolina. A lot of people didn't even know he came from Carolina.
When the Jets dumped him, that was it. I thought
he did that 1 year in San Fran, Stone. You did that 1 year in San Fran.
1 year in San Fran, third string too. He wasn't even the backup.
Yeah, but he was learning how to play. Shanahan and shit.
That's what I'm saying. And and I like that. I like when I see players continue to work hard in the offseason.
Shanahan has basically the same system as the coach in Minnesota. They all run the same shit.
They run the same shit.
And then it just takes
McVay,
the right
coach in Minnesota, they run all the same shit.
Same thing with Baker Mayfield, man, and Geno Smith. Like a lot of those guys.
Baker went to LA. After he left LA, he went around playing like fucking. And he throwing darts all over the place.
That's true. Baker did go to LA.
Yeah,
he did.
Man.
He did.
You would have learned your craft.
Like with the LA, did he went to Carolina after LA though?
Yeah.
No, it was Carolina. Then he went to LA.
Yeah, right. Those right. He went Carolina, then LA. Baker.
Baker went to Carolina too?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. You see? I didn't know that.
I want to say
then he was in Cleveland. Cleveland drafted him.
I want to say that. I could be wrong.
Like Cleveland drafted him.
Yeah, he went to Carolina, then he went to LA, then he went to check it out. Then he went to Tampa. He went to McVay. Wow. He played with McVay, played under, that should mean something. It's like shit. If I go fucking to the studio with Raekwon and Nas, shit, I'm gonna learn something. Right. I might not rap like them, but I'm gonna learn something. Thing.
Right.
Iron sharpen iron, fam. Like, look, these guys were number one picks, man. Let's keep it real. These guys were number one picks. It didn't work out. You put Sam Donald with fucking the Jets, that shit organization. What'd you expect? They made Aaron Rodgers look bad. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old.
Aaron Rodgers making himself look bad. He ain't skating. He ain't skating.
For real,
he might be out too.
Yeah, he's out.
I can't do that, dude. I just can't.
Yeah, I can't do the Aaron Rodgers, dude. I can't.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Jets ain't a good organization, fam.
No, that I agree with you about.
I agree with you. Yeah,
Jets ain't a good organization, but Aaron Rodgers.
My original point, without getting on Aaron Rodgers, this is not a good organization. You can send anybody there, and they're gonna be like dog shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You sent Sam Donald there. He had no chance. Didn't Geno Smith go there? So Geno Smith go there.
He was young.
That motherfucker couldn't do
nothing. Was the number one pick. He was a number one pick.
All of a sudden, he's one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. You can't say he ain't a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Hell yeah, he's a top 10. Who, Geno Smith?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's a top 10.
In the Jets, he couldn't throw a motherfucking tantrum.
I think if the Jets get the right coach, they can turn that around because they got pieces over there.
They got some pieces.
The fucking sons are over there.
No, Quentin Williams. He's an animal, man. On that
Those right.
Hey, Stoney, two good running backs, two good receivers.
Then you got a lockdown corner.
Yep. A defense that's legit.
What the
they gotta get rid of who's the owner?
Woody Johnson.
Yeah.
Woody Johnson and his sons and them gotta step off.
Hey, I ain't never heard no shit like that with his sons coming to the locker room like that.
What's he Stacks? What's he known for? What's his business?
Woody Johnson, I think he owns
gas stations.
Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson.
I thought he owned the Hess.
Anything attached to that shit is just bad news, man.
That Johnson & Johnson is his shit too. He might own gas station.
So Diddy must have paid a lot of money with that. The baby old shit.
Johnson, I know that's his money.
That's a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah,
Johnson & Johnson is straight pharmaceutical guy.
They did like the vaccines and shit, right?
Yeah,
that shit been around before we was ever even
before we ever thought. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson's a pharmaceutical company.
The gas stations.
Yeah, I know he's a Hess dude too. He's a Hess. He owned the Hess oil and gas industry. Yes.
We don't got Hess over here no more.
I think he sold that though, because ain't no more Hess stations.
Yeah, there's no more. I think
he probably
Hess
sold it.
Speedway.
You know what Hess
right?
is now?
Speedway.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, some of them changed down here. They changed.
Every time I can't put that gas in my shit. I don't know that. Not that I got a Mercedes, but sometimes that shit be. You put a full tank, that bitch is gone in the day. When you fuck.
That's the nigga. You putting that regular in there.
You putting that regular? That's right.
Yeah, I do, Stack.
That regular burn quick, right?
Yo, you got
that regular burn.
You got to put that special at the minimum. The special.
Yeah, at least
you got to put that middle one. If you don't want to go top notch,
you go up the half one time. You like, what?
Hey, at least I didn't lie on my tank. You know what I mean? I let y'all niggas know I was on the little regular, little Reggie Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie on that gas.
Chill with that Reggie, but yo, if you got some type of
smoking that Reggie Lewis.
No, that Reggie Bush.
That Reggie Bush. That Bobby Brown.
What they call it, Stony? Haraka? What they call that regular weed? Haraka? What they call that?
They call it Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
That might be that Ralph Tresvant right there.
You smoking on that Bobby Brown, nigga. That means that shit is horrible. That's when you got the Bobby Brown. That means there's nothing worse than the Bobby Brown, nigga. That's horrible.
Man, you love you, Bobby Brown.
No, not like that in that sense, though. But
you know that nigga always a punchline. You already know you leaving that shit open.
Yeah, shout out to Bob, though, man. Shout out to Bob, though.
Shout out, but yo, Bobby Brown was the hardest entertainer that I've ever known and seen in my life. And
Beans, remember he came to the Curly and did the show?
Let me just say something real quick before we get off this thing, because I don't want to disrespect Bobby Brown, Boston native, Boston superstar. Bobby Brown is the truth as an entertainer in his heyday.
Oh, yes, you're right.
And this dude's heyday. Don't be cruel and prerogative. In his heyday, the Gumby, the whole shit. Nobody could touch Bobby Brown, dog.
Right? We used to call that shit the Bobby Brown. That's the
Bobby Brown.
No, the Gumby.
No, when I say no, it's entertainer. As far as entertainer, nobody can touch that dude. Nobody. When he was on top, nobody. And yo, Stacks to say we saw this dude live in our junior high school perform all that shit. And it was the wildest concert that I've ever seen in that age group. Like as a young kid, could you imagine? This dude's a grown man.
Chicks falling out in school.
Young girls are falling out.
I seen them live when it was at the Garden, a Heartbreak joint. I went.
Eighth graders.
I was a kid. I was like, they dragged me to that shit. I was a kid, bro. That shit.
Bob put on the show.
Albie Shore didn't make
Bobby
it.
Brown put on a show, man.
It said Flavor Flav punched Albie Shore in the face, so he didn't make the show.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yo, Bobby Brown.
They were hating on Albie Shore, though. They were hating on him.
Yeah.
They hated on Albie Shore, but yo,
everybody hated on Albie Shore. Puffy hated on Albie Shore.
Yo, Bobby Brown.
Hey, yo, that first Albie album though. Albie has
I still listen to that shit. That shit be hitting on my motherfucking Spotify.
Albie Shore,
first album,
first joint.
That shit go.
That was his one hit wonder. Yo, that first album.
I used to get him and Christopher Williams mixed up though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Me too. I did.
They have the same look.
Yeah.
Remember Big Bub was a shit too. Big Bub had some shit.
No, but shout out to Bobby Brown, man. No diss to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is a Boston legend, bro. Seriously, from OP Projects. Don't fuck around. Bobby was the dude. Real OP Projects, yo. Don't fuck around. Bobby Brown. He was the truth. Yep. For real.
Bricks. There's no bricks no more, man. The bricks are gone out here.
Bricks is gone out here, but yo, I'm telling you,
man, East Street's gone.
Remember OP? Yeah. You couldn't even walk past OP at home.
Hell no, you couldn't. So we know about that whole Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown's the truth. We could never, nobody could never shit on Bobby, especially Boston dudes. They know Bobby Brown. They know about dude. So yeah, with that being said, guys, y'all, it's been a while. I know we haven't been together in a minute. Shout out to everybody there in the live, man. I see people still chiming in on the YouTube and Facebook side of things. We appreciate everybody who came through, the Bean team. Shout out to Shannon. Shout out to Old Bull Young Calf, and shout out to whoever else was just on this thing. Shout out to Martin Davis. That's Martin's pops, man. Martin Davis Sr. Shout out to Luther. And it was a tough day today. We got some bad news about the team and the direction we don't like. It's kind of funny. There's a word that I want to say, and it's a big word, but it'll come to me after, I'm sure. But it's funny how last week that the show that we titled was Trust the Process, right? And that was the title of the show. That was the thumbnail, the whole nine with the Patriots backdrop, and it was Trust the Process. And that was something subliminal that I was putting out there to the fans, right? And we are part of the fan base. So am I having to trust this process, knowing that they went in a different direction from where I think was a good direction? Should I be still trusting the process, guys? That's where I'm at. I'm left with that question mark in my mind. You know what I mean?
Before we go, Stoney, give y'all picks on the college games. We might not see each other Thursday. Joints Thursday.
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, man. We might not see.
State, and I like Ohio State.
So as far as from the gambling angle, I mean, Texas is getting 6 points, man. And I'm like, damn, I don't know if I could give that much in one of those type of games. So I'll take Texas +6. I think Ohio State will pull it off, but I think it's gonna be a lot tighter than what the spread is saying. And then Notre Dame, I like Notre Dame. I think it's like 1.5. It don't even matter. I think Notre Dame is gonna beat Penn State. So I like Notre Dame to win, and I like Texas to keep it close against Ohio State +6.
I like Penn State to win, and I like Ohio State to cover. I think they is a locomotive right now, man. And that quarterback for Texas he ain't been playing. He's up and down with it, man. I don't know.
Because they're forcing him out. They're forcing his ass out of school. Win or lose, though, he got to go.
Hey, and when you gamble, you gotta think of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Because why they're gonna move on with Archie Manning? Is that what Archie is at?
Yeah, in Texas. Yeah, I mean, that's
like
a good question because Ewers is playing some good ball, man. He's playing good, man. So
win or lose, he got to go.
That's crazy.
Win or lose, he got to go, right? Yeah,
he got to go. So
I'm not saying he's gonna throw the game or nothing. I just don't.
So he's going into the portal stack.
He got to. Archie Manning is coming.
Archie Manning's coming. They can't hold him back anymore.
Archie Manning run too.
Shannon, thanks Shannon for coming through, man. Shannon, you haven't been on the show this year yet.
Basketball season. I told him we were
coming up, Shannon. I want you on here. I need your expertise on some of these on this basketball once the season start heating up, and I know the guys will love to have you on here, and that way we could kick it and get get back to it. You know what I mean? So that'll be lovely, Shannon. Jump on once this basketball heats up. And thanks for coming through. And thanks for everybody else who's been coming through on this parlay with us, man, and hanging with us tonight on this one of these shows that we gave it to you guys. We put our feelings out there today. So y'all got the feelings on some real sports fan shit, and that's just the way it is.
I'm a little disappointed in Kraft, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I defended him all week. I said he wouldn't do that. I did.
I just wish I could have saw him put his foot down for at least one situation, whether it was Brady or this Mayo situation. But he's 0 for 2. He let things slide. He's the man. He's the owner. So whatever he says. So he can't say anything.
But behind the grill said. He put the magic word in there. He said Jonathan Kraft, and that's who we've been saying all night afternoon since we've been talking about this, guys. We know who made the decision today. It wasn't Bob Kraft. It was Jonathan Kraft.
Look at Jonathan Kraft. I said, though, look at his face, man. He looked like one of them old weasel dudes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell during the game. You could tell during the game today his emotions during the game today when they were showing him in the owner's booth. The writing was on the wall. I just wasn't watching I wasn't paying attention. You know what I mean? But the writing was on his wall. His reaction, his enthusiasm was not there regardless.
I agree.
How Joe Milton III was throwing the ball, how he looked. Just a prospect. You have a prospect that you could probably trade in the next, right?
You might get something after this game today, Stoney. You might get something for Joe.
Exactly. And you didn't show no enthusiasm about how he was looking during today's game. That should have been the writing on the wall today.
And I think
he made his mind up.
The focus is on the wrong shit, and I mean that as a franchise in general. The focus is on the wrong shit. We're letting too much outside influences determine how we do things.
There you go.
We every good team has their program, has their system. Shout out to the Steelers, shout out to the Ravens, shout out to Green Bay. Those are franchises that'll never have a situation like this. They always got a plan in place, and they stick by it. And
Kansas City. Yep. Yeah,
always
you're right.
got a plan in place, and they stick by it, and that's why they've been consistent for so many years.
Talk about that being consistent before we done, and I know we done. I'm gonna end it right here. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. They hanged on with McDermott.
Yeah, and I thought they should get rid of him.
McDermott could have got crushed 2 seasons ago. But they said, you know what? He's been steering us in the right direction since we've been losing. We was a loser with him, and he changed the fucking franchise. They stuck with them.
Hey, Doe. That coordinator from Buffalo is gonna be a hot commodity too. Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator.
Yes,
he turned my man around.
Yes,
the quarterback from Buffalo.
He turned Josh Allen around.
He was a work in progress, man. Josh Allen. I mean, he had it all.
With LSU when LSU was winning those national championships, Joe Brady was a coordinator there.
Yeah, shout out to him. And Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn, he's gonna get a job too.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn defensively, he should, as a defensive coach or defensive minded coach, Aaron Glenn should get a run too.
Old school New York Jet. He's a quarterback.
Yeah. But you know what? He could coach. He could coach the defense. You can see it. You can see it. Look, look what he did with Detroit. Man, look what they did with Detroit. Him and all three of those coaches. The coach, the coordinators. Look what they did with Detroit. Detroit was a laughing stock, y'all.
Yeah, just hope
for
you don't
eons. Eons. And now we're talking about them trying to get over that hump to win their first Super Bowl in our lifetime. Have they ever won one? I don't even think so. So shout out to Detroit. Keep doing what they're doing, man. I would like to see them win, guys. And I'm going to end it there. I would like to see Detroit win. I would like to see Detroit face Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl. That's me. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm gonna go battle. I'm gonna go battle of the birds. I'm gonna go Ravens and Eagles.
I feel you. I know you was gonna pull out them damn Eagles, but
I think it's gonna. I like Detroit and Buffalo.
I feel you because I knew you was gonna go with Allen.
What you got, though?
I'm running with Buffalo, man.
Minnesota. I want Minnesota and Baltimore. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's what I want.
That's a whole different.
That could be Minnesota. Minnesota can get there. Don't
shit. That's Baltimore. I'm like I said, guys. I said it earlier. Baltimore. What's his name? What's my quarterback's name from Baltimore again? Sorry, Jackson got to get past Pat Mahomes, guys, and that's it. We're ending it there. If he could get past Pat, he will win a Super Bowl. If he gets past that, if he can't, he's gonna still be fighting that demon. That's all I gotta say about that one. So with that being said, guys, it was a good night. We had a good show. Thank you, everybody, from coming through on the YouTube, Facebook side of things, and the Twitch side of things. Please follow, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, the team is back together for Thursday. I don't know. Stop running, Stoney.
I'll be there.
If you're not working and super busy,
I'll chime in.
and it'll be great. We'll have a little powwow. It won't be that long, but we'll enjoy each other's company on Thursday. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.
God, to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through.